If you know deep down inside that you might need to be working for yourself, YouTube might be something that you need to check out. And I'll share with you exactly kind of how I started and how you can go about starting yourself and try to answer the question of, I don't know what I would talk about, because that's something that plagued me when I was thinking about starting YouTube. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, and still, I still don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about on this channel, but here I am. I'm going to give you some value. And so, yeah, let's get straight into it. Just quickly, I always dreamt about a life where I could just create endlessly with no limitations on my creativity. And so one of the things that I need to achieve is financial freedom, because financial freedom will allow you to free up time and free up responsibilities and things that are holding you back, like commuting, going to work, whatever it is, right? So I need to free that up before I can have that full creative potential. And so the way I go about that is through YouTube. And again, one of the reasons I started was because I felt like I needed to work for myself. I didn't think that I was going to get anywhere without actually starting YouTube or going online into the internet in some sense. So step one, actionable step. If you know, or if you have a strong desire inside you that says, hey, I want to work for myself, then the actionable step is consider thinking whether what you're doing right now is aligned to that. Now, that might mean you're going to college, you're going to university, maybe you're taking a course online, maybe you've got 2 jobs that you're working, extra commitments, you're going to this on the weekend, you're doing this during the days. You need to ask yourself if any of these are aligned to your goal. Again, if your goal is to create your own business or work for yourself in whatever way that might be, which we'll talk about, then you might want to drop out of college. You might want to drop out of that extra course or that weekend thing that you're doing. You might want to cut back on the time that you spend with friends. You might want to cut back on your work hours so that you can free up time. You might want to, change up your routine so that in the morning you're not wasting time, so you can wake up and do what you need to do straight away. So that's the first actionable step. If you know you need to work for yourself, then start by cutting out things today. Whatever that doesn't serve you, that isn't aligned to your goal, cut it out, okay? Or at least reduce it. And honestly, that even applies to things like the gym, working out. You might have football on the weekends. You might be, playing for a basketball club. You got to ask that question, right? What is more important? Because these are taking up time. And although, yes, they're healthy, let's be honest, they're taking up about 2 to 3 hours of your day with preparation and going back home and getting showered and all that stuff, cleaning up and sitting down. That's about 3 hours. And if you do that twice, 3 times a week, 6, 9, the hours add up, right? So right now when you're starting, you do want to be a bit brutal, but don't get me wrong, as you do improve, you can relax a little bit, but do realize that I think as you relax more, you tend to get complacent, and I don't want you to get complacent because that's done a lot of damage to me and my relationships in the past. But that's a story for another time. I thought about starting Instagram and Twitter back at the time, and I think those were the only 2 pages, but YouTube really frightens me because I felt like I was really ugly in front of camera. And I think if you go to my first video, you can really tell deep down inside I had that insecurity because I was not confident at all in front of the camera. But you know what? I'm never going to delete that video. That video is going to be up there forever, as a testament for you to see that nobody starts out perfect. Nobody starts out ready. Nobody starts out being 100% prepared. So actionable step, drop the business plan, drop the idea board, the brainstorming board. This is crucial. When you're just starting out, you need to get rid of analysis mode, thinking mode, and you need to reduce your thinking and get to doing, executing. Because and this is the reason why you need to drop this. I spent so much time coming up with channel names and banners and logos and video scripts and titles, and what would I talk about and what would my niche be, and doing all this research that I spent maybe 6-8 months doing research. Haven't started anything. And guess what? When I started something, I didn't even use any of the research because it was cope. It was fear. I was actually scared of executing. So don't do that. Stop thinking when you're starting. Actionable step again. Stop thinking. Just start. Just start the channel. Put your first name and your middle name or your last name, right? Put a photo of you looking sexy. And that's it. Post your first video. Get maybe a tripod to start with on Amazon, whatever, and just post a video just like this, like I'm doing, right? Once you start your YouTube channel, you're going to want to be consistent. However, the formula that people often miss is not just consistency. There's an extra ingredient in there, which is consistency plus improvement. Because if you're just consistently posting shit like I was all these years, you're not going to fucking grow, right? I was doing that. I was just consistently posting shit. I wasn't learning and, creating creative thumbnails or improving my titles or my description or the flow of the video, the production quality of the video at all. And I was thinking to myself, why am I not growing? It's because I was being consistent, which is very important, but I wasn't improving. Consistency plus improving equals success, because if you're uploading every day and you're improving every day, it is like impossible for you to not blow up. It is impossible for you to not get so good at your skill, at your craft, that you are inevitable to be blown up. Not be blown up, but blow up, if that makes any difference. So, actionable step. You've started your YouTube channel. Congratulations. You're posting a few videos. Once you're a month or 2 months in, you post and get better. You post and get better. And how do you get better? Actionable step. Hear this out. This is exactly what I've been doing recently, because just recently I came to the realization that I've been so consistent, but I've been consistently shit. So here's what I'm doing. I come up with a YouTube topic. Let's say I want to talk about YouTube changed my life with 700 subscribers. That was the title that I came up with. So I went on YouTube and I searched up that title. And I looked at all the other videos that had really good views in a recent amount of time frame. I identified how they, wrote the titles. I looked at the thumbnail and the way the thumbnail was done. Primarily two things: the font that was used, the color of the font, the sizing, and what the background was. What was in the background? Was there a person or was it just something else? So I looked at those two. Went into the description. I looked at any tags or any descriptions that they might have used. And that's about it. So I analyzed my competition and I'm taking what's going to work, hopefully, and I'm putting it into this video. So if I can do this today and I can improve by 10%, 15%, 30%, hey, the next video is going to improve even better and even better. And it's just exponential after this, right? Like the exponential graph, explosion, boom, fireworks, RPGs, grenades. It's like inevitable. Now, congratulations, you're iterating and you're consistent. You're much better than I ever was, which is hopefully the goal of this channel. I want you to be better than me because frankly, I don't have anybody around me that's smarter than me apart from my father. And I want to be next to smarter people. So if you can get smarter, that's a win-win. So the next step is, as you're iterating and you're uploading, you are inevitably gaining an audience, right? Your audience is growing, you're getting subscribers, whatever. Actionable step, you need to engage with the community. I think you need to engage with the community. Some people say, you have 2 million subscribers, you can't engage, whatever. But honestly, I think you should. I'm just going to leave it there. The next thing that I will talk about is your audience is established. Let's say you're at 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, right? Congratulations. I'm going to cut it to you straight. The way you're going to make money on social media is by selling something that you own or that someone else owns, which you are promoting and getting a cut of. That is it. That is it. That's the way you're going to make money. So if you feel bad about sales, if there's a stigma for you around sales and online courses or coaching, we need to work on that. But this video is not going to be aimed at that. Maybe I'll do another one in the future about that, which I have blown up. I don't feel any stigma around sales. Matter of fact, I'm learning sales right now, which I avoided for such a long time because I thought it wasn't that important. But yeah, it's pretty important, which again is a topic for another video. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, maybe put on the notification bell. I'm not planning on uploading very often, so you won't get spammed, and it might help you out. The question of I don't know what I would talk about is really important to solve because that is going to determine what you are going to sell. What you're going to sell is going to be a solution to a problem. Otherwise, you're a snake oil salesman, right? You're a scammer, you're this, you're that. Your product actually needs to solve a problem. Hopefully, right? And that is what I hope to achieve. I don't want you to be a online course guru. I don't want you to be, some quick cash grab kind of guy. I want you to actually make an impact. So it can't be some quick cash grab. Your solution that you're going to be selling is hopefully a solution that you've applied it into your life as well. So actionable step, go and sit down, grab a book, and write down every single problem that you've encountered or are currently having in your life, and then write down every single solution that you've created for these problems. And if you haven't created a solution, that's fine, but write down the solutions that you have created. Now, identify which of these solutions really resonates with you. Let's say, for example, you were overweight, you lost it all, and you got six-pack abs. You were really uneducated, you started to read a lot, and now you're very educated and you're very concise with your words. You were very lazy, you started to put in systems, your systems really made you productive, and now you're a productive machine. Look at these solutions and identify which one had the biggest impact on your life and which one resonated with you the most, meaning it changed your life. And then the next thing, circle those right now. The next thing you need to think about is which of these problems that I've solved would help others. Because let's say if you've solved a small scale problem, right? You have signed up to the gym. Congratulations. That was a problem and you solved it by signing up. Now you can teach other people, hey, how do you sign up to a gym? Which gym should you go to? The membership. But it's not a problem that's in demand at all. It's a quick fix problem. Anybody could do that in 10, 15 minutes of research. However, if you solve the problem as big as being overweight and then shredding down and getting six-pack abs within 6 months, now that is a valuable solution. That is a very valuable solution. And that is the exact solution that we want to go for. Something that resonates with you, something that's changed your life, and that can change a lot of other people's life, because this is important for scale. If your solution can only help 10 people out of 1 million, it's not going to be very scalable in the sense that it won't be self-sustaining long term. You might be able to make money today, but it's not guaranteed tomorrow. Once you have those things that you've circled, now you're, let's say a couple thousand subscribers in, you've got maybe a few hundred views on. You've again thought about the problems and the solutions that you're willing to help sell and help the world with. Now, this is where we change your niche. Because remember I said, once you're starting out, stop thinking. Now we've established who you are. Congratulations, you've got a little bit of a following, amazing. Now we determine what is the product, exactly how we're going to help these people, what is our niche, what is that personal brand and all that kind of business terminology. This is when we think about it, once you're established. Because again, if you started thinking about this at the start, you were never going to start. And that's coming from a personal anecdote. And I don't want you to go through that. I experienced it. So I just started. albeit 6 months late or 8 months late, whatever, I still started. And I'm still not, like, again, I got caught up in this kind of, oh, what is my purpose? What is this YouTube channel all about? And all that stuff in the last week, which is why I haven't uploaded. And dude, stop, like, stop, improve. That's it. Just improve. Don't plan, business plan and this product. Just improve. And once I'm established, I'll think about that. But I think I'm going to leave the video there. Now, again, we've started from just starting, being consistent, then consistently improving over time. And then we come to a point where we think about the problems and the solutions that we've had, right? Now, you can reverse engineer this and start with problems and solutions first if only you are very clear about the problem solutions that you've encountered. If you know for a fact that you want to be a personal trainer online, yeah, dude, go for it. All right, create your brand, right? All that cool stuff. But if you really don't know what to talk about, just start, open the camera, and talk in front of the camera. That's it. Make your first video 45 minutes because it's not going to get any views anyway. But just make it 45 minutes. Make it an hour of you just talking in front of the camera. This is my first YouTube video. Welcome. And it's an hour of you talking straight to the camera about what you hope to achieve, yada, yada, yada. And once you speak it out into existence, you'll have a better understanding anyway. But I want you to avoid all the overthinking if you don't know what to do, how to start. Just start, open the camera, talk for an hour. Whatever comes into your mind. Talk about your desires, where you hope to be in 5-10 years, what you've experienced in the past, the problems, the solutions, the pain points, the wins that you've had in life. Talk about that. And yeah, we'll leave it right there, man. I really hope this helps you. If it did, consider subscribing, going down to the comments and dropping a like, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.